Hello guys, Sapa here. Today we'll be playing Vintage Cube and we'll see a bit of the changes first. And first off, on the white, they changed several cards in white. They removed a couple of good playables like Tithe Taker and Unexpectedly Absent. I love Absent, and they removed it for Fumigate, which I believe it's so much worse. And also they added a couple of really bad cards like Faithbound Judge and Cemetery Protector. I think these two are unplayable. Sphere of Heliod is also bad. I prefer Honor of the Pure. This is cheap. This is like a bit more expensive, but it works even if your creatures are not white. And it also has that aggravate ability, so that's cool. In blue, they removed Commit to Memory and Frost Titan, which are cards that are played a lot more than anything because they are blue, right? In blue, you normally play whatever blue spell you have, because so many people are playing blue in the cube that having these kind of low floor cards is good to have. But they decided to change that, and instead of having low floor cards, they added more high upside cards like Echo of Eons, Hullbreaker Horror. Horror can be cast for 7 as a good way of having a good win condition for control or something like that, but I don't think that's necessary in this cube. And Echo of Eons is nice if you are trying to combo off. For example, with LED, you can try to LED into this and you just draw 7 again, and that's cool. Yeah, and Horror can also go in Reanimator too, but it's not the best thing to reanimate, I don't think. And then they also removed Thassa's Oracle, which I liked because it had some applications in some combos, even if it was like, again, high upside, low downside kind of card. But they added this crappy card, right? This is like, does nothing. This is very similar to Compulsive Research. I would prefer having Compulsive Research here, honestly. What else is there? They removed this nonsense for this other nonsense. Neither is pretty good. In red, they removed Smoldering the Egg and they added Voltaic Visionary. They are similar in power level, I don't mind that. They removed Beast Within, which is really intense. I think Beast Within is really cool in some decks. I like Whisperwood Elemental, but it's kind of slow. And Red and 7 was awful, and they added Kogla, which is good too. They removed 2 good Rakdos cards in Agros Rampage and Rakdos' Return for 2 really bad cards in Bloodtide Harvester and Olivia. So Rakdos now is looking a bit worse, especially because Olivia is like so bad in this cube. It's fine if you reanimate it in standard or whatever, but in this cube it's like you prefer to reanimate Sheldred, for example. It's a very similar comparison. Though it being 6 mana, maybe you can hardcast it or whatever if you're trying to go in the long game, but still, I think this is like the 6 slot is so replaceable. You could have like a Wurmcoil Engine and would do more or less the same job, so whatever. And Bloodtide Harvester is awful. I don't think I will play this card. Maybe if I need like a discard outlet. Yeah, the removed are really bad. Golgari card for another really bad Golgari card. You could have so many good Golgari cards. I know that Golgari is kind of nonsense, but you could have like I don't know, like whatever. Another remove spell would be fine, or Grim Flyer, something that's just good for that archetype, because that archetype is so bad, it doesn't have any direction. That if your cards in those colors are like this, that does a million things that don't really accomplish anything by itself. It's like really, really bad. Just don't play these cards. They removed this bad card for this other bad card. This can be useful if you are in creatures, like in creature aggro. This can do something, but still it's kind of not good. They removed Rite of Harmony for Torrents. I love Torrents, so this is a good change. And then removing Leovold is so rough. I don't understand why they did this. Leovold is so good. Maybe they just wanted to nerf it. They also removed Hullbreacher, which is similar in power level. But this is 3 colors, so I mean, like, if you can cast it, I mean, you deserve it. You have your 3/3 that dies into a draw card spell. That's fine. Progenitus is awful too. I don't really like it. Yeah, you can get some people with this, with natural order, but it's so narrow. I just prefer not to have it. And then they also remove some of the worst cards in each in the queue, basically, for lands, so we have a bit more fixing. That's basically it. A lot of changes, but not many like not many changes in the archetypes. So more or less it's going to be the same queue with a bit more fixing, which is good. I still think these lands is not the best cycle to have. I would have the tangle lands that have like land types, so you can fetch them. If you don't want to break the singleton rule, because you will also just have like multiples of each one of the good fixing lands. So yeah, that's what I would do. I think these lands, I understand they are from the latest set, so you want to have it, you want to have them, but still they are like pretty bad. But it's going to be better. I mean, if in the cube there was like, I don't know, guild gates, people would play them because sometimes you just need fixing. This does the job, it's just that it could be better. But okay, let's go right into a draft and see how we go. Alrighty, let's start with the draft. Let's go like this, let's see. There's a mouse, we're going to pick that. Just take me a bit to see everything is going right. So, okay, so this is Mox Ruby easy. Then there is like several good cards here. There are 3 fetches, Crater Hoof, Jace. Those are really high picks in my opinion. Then there is like a bit more mediocre stuff, like Repeal is fine but not amazing. Elish Norn is okay in some decks. Gideon is fine. Rift Tower is a card. Crucible of Wars is nice. So there are like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 6 cards that are, in my opinion, really strong. So we will wheel some amount of things here, but nothing of utility. I don't think. Maybe Glowstone Golem if we end up in aggressive decks, since Mox Ruby tends to go in that direction. But still, we are staying open so far. Here we have like Mold Drifter, which is one of my favorite cards, maybe my favorite card, honestly. Then there is like Search for Tomorrow, which is fine in green. If you end up fixing, you know, if you need fixing, that's going to do the job. Lingering Souls is a really nice card, but you need to be in a particular set of colors. Time Warp usually plays out very well, tends to be really strong. Then there are no good aggressive cards. I would like to be aggressive, especially in red aggressive. So maybe I just pick the Glorybringer. Just try to code red, because if you are in mono red, the Mox Ruby is going to be like the best possible card, because you can just play 2 1-drops turn 1 and just win from there. I think I like that. I don't think I'm passing anything that's broken or anything. And Glorybringer usually does perform really well too. Hazard is another good thing to be putting into play early. It might be a bit early to play this, but like, what are we passing here that we could be missing? Like nothing, right? There is like this card, you just don't play this card. It's going to win some games, but it's not good. Like there's no power here, right? Or no secondary power or archetype definers. Maybe Metalworker goes into that that play, or Curse of Crufix too, but still they are like very mediocre even in the decks that they are good. Curse of Crufix is still a really good card, but it's a card that's it was better in the past than right now. And Hazard is going to be a really nice top end for mono red always, and it's a nice way of finishing the game. Like, it's indestructible, it can just enable itself, it makes shots, you know, it does all the things you want, and it has haste too. So let's go with that. Okay, right now we are not seeing many red cards. Like, there's a Direfleet Daredevil here, but it's not a high pick like these 2 cards. Still a low drop, right? In white we have a Stone of Warfare, but it's kind of bad if we end up in Boros. Boros is a deck that sometimes comes through. I might just pick the Plateau. We might end up in like a in an aggressive deck that wants some fixing. And what else is here? The best card probably is Brazen Borrower. Like Brazen Borrower, Wrath of God, Knight of the Reliquary, maybe, if you all have the archetype. In mono white, Student of Warfare usually is playable. The sword usually is good if you have a ways of tutoring it, because just putting this spell into your deck is not good enough. Alright, let's see. Firebolt is a nice card for us. There's also a Inferno Titan, but again, the 6-drop slot is going to be always the more predictable slot in your curve. You will end up with multiples 5 and 6 drops. I don't want to draw many of them. You want to have 1 or 2 of them maybe, and I want like Inferno Titan and Glorybringer are interchangeable, but the Glorybringer, for example, is cheaper, so I prefer to have the Glorybringer. Firebolt is nice. I like you don't have many. Sorry, you can't have too many of these effects basically. Alright, here we have a Winter Orb, which is fine if we end up in the Line Denial plan, or in the very aggressive decks that just want to curve out and lock the opponent out of playing spells. Wheel of Misfortune can be good also if you're aggressive, but tends to wheel. Imperial Recruiter can be good, especially if we end up in Twin, which is a possibility here. And right now it doesn't fetch anything, but it's very early in the draft. Makes our picks later on better, so I like that. Okay, this Visionary, let's just read it very quickly. You can tap it to deal 2 damage to you, and you can play that card that you exile this turn as a sorcery only. When you play that card, it transforms it to a 4/3 that can't block. But you can't. You also don't untap it, so it can't just flip an attack. So that's very mediocre. It's still a 3/1 for 2, right? But mediocre at best. Here the best card is probably Inquisition and Hexringer. I might just pick Hexringer or Inquisition. I think I will go for Inquisition. I like the Rakdos interaction aggressive deck. That's a deck that I really enjoy playing, and I think it's pretty good too. Burst Lightning is nice. Again, I don't think you can have too many of this effect. Bulwark Kill is playable, but there are better murders here in Magic. I think they should change this for another murder. Alright, here we have not much. We have a Scrap Heap. Scrap Heap can be good. Rakdos can be like a disaggressive deck that just has recursion and can try to grind the last few damages. Scrap Heap does that job. It's also a 2-drop. Alright. Spiring Bandage, Spiral Bluff Canal. Just play this. Picking lands when you can is a good idea. Alright. Here, this is awful. I think I'm going to pick the Rockfell Veil again for the same reason. Yeah, the Daredevil is going to be good. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll play the 6-drop now. Okay, so red seems to be open, just that not many red spells were open, and I think that's what I'm seeing, because every red spell that I pass, I think it has come through, so maybe you can go into mono red, and that should be really, really good. You can also play Scrap Heap in mono red, but it's way worse. Especially because it's like a 3/2 that only can attack. It's like, it's not great. Yeah. Every card that we've seen that was red was wheeling, so I think we can go into mono red, which is the best build of this deck, usually. Okay, so here we have, let me go like this real quick. Okay, so we have here not much, honestly. Like, this is a very disappointing first pick. We can go with the Yearling. Yearling is very good. It's just that it's a bit mid-rangey for mono red, but just being a 2/1 that can shock something when it enters, that's still pretty good. We can also go fetch it with Imperial Recruiter if we end up with that in our deck. I like that. It's also like a good top end, because at a 6-drop, like if you pay 6 mana for this, it's going to be a 4/3 that shoots something for 4, so it's very similar to Inferno Titan. Obviously Inferno Titan has much more upside, but still. For the rest, I think the best card is probably Bulk, Tree Speaker, maybe Exum if you end up in a deck. I don't think we want any of those. Fury is a good 1-drop, and we kind of need 1-drops. The other option is to go for like a Braid and try to wield the Fear. The problem is that if someone is in mono white, it's going to pick it, so I want my 1-drop when I can. Basically, 1-drops are so important for this deck. Like, I think it's one of the things that you need to prioritize, because there aren't that many, and that's a problem, Alright, so here we have a Shrine that may wheel. So if that wheels, I prefer to have the Iron Mesa, just to have a bit of fixing in case we want it. We also have the plateau. Alright, so here we have a Goldspan Dragon Dismember, which is fine, but you don't really need it. And Ursa Saga, we already have a Mox Ruby, so I think Ursa Saga is a no-brainer. You also want to have some amount of good utility lands. And Ursa Saga is like kind of a creature land in a way, and that's more or less what you want from your lands. And Layla is amazing. This is an amazing magic card. Basically, a Holy Mine, personal Holy Mine that grows, has haste. If you turn this out before they can establish a defense, it's going to be really good. And if we can wield the Rampage Frozen, we're going to be very happy too. Alright, let's start cutting stuff. Alright, yeah, this is looking fine. We need more low drops, and that's why I picked the figures so highly. Okay, here we have another fetch, but I don't think we want to fix so far. Plus this, the adversary is fine. This is a fine magic card. It's not amazing, but it's a 2-drop. It's something that we can use in the late game again to have some amount of utility. Alright, we have more or less something going on here. Let's just cut all of this. We have Plateau and Iron Mesas. We can try to splash some white spells. Like, I don't know what I would splash, but we'll see. Okay. I think, yeah, we are waiting a bit on my opponents. I don't think I recognize any of this. Okay. Monster Spear is a good 1-drop. There's also a Fire Exam Revoker, which I love, and a very late library. I think I just picked the library. I don't know why it's here. This pack must have been amazing. There's also like Ogre of Autumn, which is nice, Elite Spellbinder, Ophiomancer, Remand, Quercy Portal. All of these cards are really strong. Yeah, like the worst card in this pack is like Showdown, Swiss Spear, and Fire Exam Revoker. So I think one of those cards should wheel, maybe 1, 2, 3. Like, yeah, we will get the last pick here, so maybe it's a Showdown, but we'll see. Okay, so Young Pyromancer or Flamespill. I could also play like Rotting Regisaur, but I don't think I want to. The rest is fine. So let's see, we have only 2 removal spells, but Flamespill is so bad. I think I'll just pick Young Pyromancer in the hopes that I find more bolts here. Wow, that's so late for a bulk. I could pick it for fixing, but there is another bolt and I need bolts. Alright, Upgrade is awesome. This is an amazing magic card. I think that's fine. Yeah, this is another good pick here. The Shrine is going to be amazing too. This is like inevitability. So if your opponent does nothing but kill your creatures, you can eventually just dome them with the Shrine. Yeah. Alright, here we have Tangle Wire might be playable. There's also a Desperate Ritual, but I don't think we are that deck. I think we are looking to be a bit more aggressive. Yeah, Rampage Frozen is awesome. Okay, I don't like any of this. Just pick this. Yes, we got it. The last pick was the card I was hoping to wheel. That's great. Alright, so far we have a working deck, right? Okay, here I don't like any of this, so let me think real quick what we have. Inferno Titan is removable. I don't think I want that. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. Imperial Recruiter is kind of bad too, it has very few hits. Kiki Jiki might be fine. I would also pick Metamorphose for the Pyromancer and the Swiss Spear, or Firex and Metamorph as a 3-drop that we can go fetch with the Recruiter. So it's between those 3 cards. Then white, there is nothing I want to be picking so far. Yeah, I don't care about any of these other cards. Like nothing here really compels me. I think I'm going to pick the Metamorph. It's a fine card. It's the least, the least chances of wheeling. So, all right, Fire Blast is, I think, a no-brainer here. The only issue I would have with Fire Blast is, do we want to try to wield it? But the thing is, there is already a Runaway in Steam King, and I think Fire Blast can be played in a Storm sometimes. So maybe I prefer to try to wield this Steam King that no one else wants to play ever, except Mono Red. It also has applications in Storm, but doesn't really matter, I don't think. And this is a really nice way of finishing the game too. Goblin Guide is, again, a no-brainer. There's also two other cards that I will play here. Hope we will one of these, but I think I need to secure the Goblin Guide. It probably wills, but if it doesn't, I will feel like stupid, like very, very stupid. So the Mancer is also very good. Alright, yeah, this is shaping up. We have a reasonably strong mono red deck. Oh no. We could have had the combo, but I think still I wouldn't play the combo if I had it, because there are two 5-drops basically. And Kikishiki is really bad by itself. This card is really strong in mono red too. You can just steal their blocker, attack them. This has haste too, so this is just a ton of damage. But the Chandler is fine. I like this. Alright. Okay. Right now we have 23 playables, right? Yeah, 23 playables. And we have Ursa Saga and Arid Mesa for Delirium too, which is pretty good. Alright, here I don't care about any of this, I don't think. Like, I don't think I will play like Faithless Looting either. I just pick the Stomping Ground and not play it. Stomping Ground is fine if we end up splashing green, but I don't see what I could be splashing here. Just pick it by default and see if it's useful later. Alright. Yeah, we want to be as aggressive as possible, so our bolts are enabled. Our Wheel of Misfortune is a draw 7 for us and not for them, and all that. We also want our top end to be hasty, that's why I already got the Inferno Titan. This is, how does this work? At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X counters on another creature you control, and that creature gains haste. So this is 2 counters on haste each turn, but it's a 4-drop, so basically unplayable. Here we have a Payan Kiran Nanar, which is also 4-drop, but it comes with 4/4 worth of stats already, and if it dies you already get 2 flyers, so this is really, really strong. And we made the a 16 land deck, so having another playable is fine too. Lightning Strike or Magda? I don't think I want Magda. I think I want Lightning Strike, because Magda is like, it's okay with we have some amount of uses for our mana. We have Adversary, Yearling, Imperial Recruiter 2, the figure. I'll just pick the ball though. Okay, Metamorphose Wield, I pick it and see if I want to play it or not later. Okay, so Wear Tear or Runaway Steam King. I don't know if I'll play the Runaway Steam King. I think I'm going to have this sideboard card, which we can also splash for the tear, which with the Plateau. Chain Lightning Wheel 2. There's also Handmaster, which is a fine magic card, but Chain Lightning is Chain Lightning, you know. This is the problem with these cruel cards. Like, I would splash this if I needed to, but I don't really need to. There are better cards to be playing, and you know, boycotting your mana for no reason doesn't make sense to me. Banefire is also nice against control. Wow, this is insane. I'll pick this, maybe play it. Of these two, I think Bulky is the one that I might play. Oh no. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got here. So we have a couple of cards that care about casting instants and sorceries. The Pyromancer, the Swift Spear, and the Ranged Channeler. Also in lesser extent, the Green Lavamancer too. So let's remove our lands. We have 28 playables, oh my god. Okay. I don't think we have any easy cuts. Maybe one of these, like Incinerate is strictly better, even though it doesn't really matter. Okay, Tangled Wire is also playable. I would play this against Control too, which is fine. The rest is okay. Okay, so we have 5 gold 1-drops. I think all of these are fine. We have Adversary, Daredevil, Voltaic Visionary. This is very suspect. I don't think this is strong. I will just cut it for now. I need to cut stuff. Yearling is useful. Imperial Recruiter, let's see. We have removal in Yearling. We have good open with P and Kieran. And Phyrex and Metamorph. Hazoret, okay. I just got this. Yeah, I think that's fine. This goes here. And I don't want to cut another 2-drop. Young Pyromancer might be fine. So bad though. I don't think I want to play only 3 2-drops, so may I play the Voltaic Visionary? I think it's better than this. Let's see. Okay, so you can only cast or use one of the cards, but you can use it multiple times. Try to find a good card, like you can tap it. If you don't like it, you just leave it in exile, and then the next turn you tap it. It shocks you by 2, which is kind of a lot. But it also flips into a 4/3, which is good stats. Alright, we need to make another cut. And I don't really know what to cut here. Let's see. Made something like Kieran. And I think I play 16 lands with this. This is like very lean. Yeah, I think I like that. Just add this. Add 10 red sources. Oh, 11 red sources. Or 12 rather. Oh, didn't work, I think. Okay, there we go. Alright, so with this we have 16 lands with a Library of Alexandria, which looks bad, right? If you don't have it in your opening hand, it's going to do nothing. But I think it's worth the risk. And Ursa Saga is another like cheap threat. That's a land. Arimes is fine for Lodomancer and the Channeler. And the curve looks fine too. The Imperial Recruiter has good targets too. It's a 3-drop that's only a 1/1, but I think it's fine. I'm not leaving anything behind, I don't think so. Yeah, with that, let's go to the games. See you there. Alright, game number 1 against Nintendo. I think I recognize the name. I don't really know though. This looks fine. We have a nice curve. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. And I think we just fetch right away. Let's remove that upkeep stop. I think 3 lands is fine for us. Alright. Let's go for 1 next turn. We probably just... We hope they play like a 1-drop mana dork so I can incinerate and attack for 2. Because saving this for later usually is better, but if they don't have anything, I prefer to save it. Alright, yeah, library is going to be dead. Otherwise I just need to pass 2 turns without doing nothing, so I don't think I even play it in case they have like Wasteland. Just kill that. Attack for 2. Alright. There we go. Okay, they do nothing. Interesting. So we attack for 1. And let's just play the Rampaging Ferocidon. Okay. What do they have here? Nothing. Alright. So I probably don't want to overextend, I don't think. But I also want to capitalize on this. They could have... what could they have here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Like Damnation? It could be sandbagging for Damnation. That could be a thing. So I might just attack here and wait until they commit more. Also, this channeler is very cheap, so we can wait a turn. If they commit to the board in some way, like for example with a removal spell. Okay. Alright, so I could shock bolt them, save my thing. I just lose 2 lands. I think it's worth it. It's a bit rough, but I think it's worth it. I don't even tap them. Oh, wait. Alright, that's rough. I didn't want to Fire Blast right now, but this puts a lot of pressure. We save our creature. They take damage. Yeah, look at that. Alright, let's play the Chandler, I think. Wow, they just conceded. Alright, so they don't have catch-up cards. Nice, that's good to know. So black. I think we need to go bigger, so like Pian Kiran, maybe Inferno Titan or Conscripts. And remove like low impact cards if we have them. Oh, okay, good to know. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. I think we want to go bigger, honestly. So we can remove like Voltaic Visionary, which is a bad 2-drop. Sweep Spear, honestly, doesn't really look that great. And the rest of the bolts and all that look fine, so maybe I just bring the Conscripts and the Pian Kiran. So with Celos Conscripts or Inferno Titan. I think the Conscripts. Yeah, we already have a couple of these effects. The Conscripts are a good way of killing them, so I like that. Alright, see? This is a good starting hand considering that we kind of cut some of our early plays. Interesting that they were also red and black. So they had Colonel's Command, so maybe they are like a grind deck. Chandler is really good also in slow decks. Like you play this, then Inquisition them or whatever, and you get value from that. What? Okay, that's not what I expected. I need to kill that, right? Or can I wait 1 turn? I think I wait 1 turn. It's risky if they have something. Like if they have any fast mana, cheap fast mana, they can give it protection from instants. Okay, they don't. That's good to know. They don't even offer the trade, nor they level up. It should be leveling up here. Alright, I will not be offended by that. Just incinerate that now. Surveil 1. We have instant and land. I don't think I need another land. We do have the Glory Bringer, but I think it's disingenuous to get a land here. Alright. Next turn we can play the Ferocidon or Recruiter for something useful. That's alright. Yeah, I think I just play the Ferocidon here. I want to be slow. We can Recruiter for, let's see, Metamorph. Oh, we also have Pianki. I'm probably go for that. Alright, let's just attack here. See if they have another Bolt. Okay, they take 4. We'll see where we can go fetch. Alright, so we have... Oh, this is mandatory. That's interesting. You know. Alright, so we have Gleam Monster, which is fine. Fear of Destiny, but I already have uses for my mana. Yeah, I think I want to play a 1-drop that we can use now. So Lavamancer basically. Start removing threats. Because if I go fetch like Pian Kiran, yeah, I think I prefer the Lavamancer. Just make sure I have removal here. I'm taking a bit of damage from the Ferocidon, but that it being like symmetrical is very good for us. Because if they play anything here, it's going to be painful for them. Oh, they are missing land drops like crazy. Alright, Hazoret, I probably just play that, so I attack with this and play this. I can't really attack with that, but next turn we probably will. Okay, we take 1 damage, we attack. Okay, so they incinerate that, that's okay. We take a couple of damages. Probably should have played Hazoret's second main. I don't know why I figured it would be better playing the main phase, the first main, but that's okay. Alright. Okay, so I can play Shrine, Bolt, Bolt, and attack. That's a good sequence. Damage you. Damage you. Now we can attack. This is 7, next turn Shrine is lethal. So I need to answer the board and the Shrine. And even if they do, I have a Firebolt and a Glory Bringer, so eventually I'll get him. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to the next match. Alright, match number 2 against Kabartek. I recognize that name. I don't know if they are pro or something. Alright, this looks really strong. Okay, this can shoot itself, so beware of that. I think we just play Shrine turn 1 and then turn 2 try to steal a Bolt or something. Let's keep this. Let's see what we can do here. I think Shrine is better than 1 since we can start casting spells and using that for bolts later in the game. This is a nice start. Okay, sure. Alright, let's draw a good 3-drop here probably. That would be the best. Not what I expected, but still better than playing this, I think. Yeah, I don't know why. This is basically multi-kicker but with an ETB. I don't know why they did it like that. It's very annoying. Okay, at least we are on the board here. I just want them to play a blocker or something basically. Okay, here let's see, 2, 4, this is going to go to 4, 5, 6 next turn, so that's 12, 10, and 8. So you are not close yet. I really want to save my Direfleet Daredevil, but I want to deploy something on the board too. I think I just attack first, in case they use a removal spell or something I can steal. Or at least exile, you know. Let's play this. Alright, so let's see if they play something here. That thingy. We can kill it with the Kabul, with the Framingham Yearling. Alright. We need to multi-click here. Yes, we do. Okay. That's with multi-clicker 1. This is 4 mana. And if they don't have days, we can kill this scavenger. No, they consider. Alright, that was nice. Yeah, let's go to the second game. Alright, so they're going to bring a lot of removal, that would be my guess. Normally that's what blue-black tends to do, especially a deck that plays Nighthawk Scavenger. That kind of signals a bit of that, you know, Tanglewire is interesting, but they might just go Berlin, so I don't think they are full of control deck. So Celos Conscripts, Pian Kiran, and Pyromancer in a lesser extent maybe. I'll remove this Visionary again. I like my 1-drops because if they have to use removals to kill my 1-drops, they are in a very rough shape. Lightning Strike also looks good when they have a X3 lifelink flyer, so maybe I bring that too. Alright. Let's see what we can cut. This is the worst of them because we don't have that many non-creature spells, we have only 10. Okay, so I think we bring these two, I don't bring the Celos Conscripts. Maybe later we decide differently, we'll see. Then I don't think we have black fixing, so we can splash bulky, not that I want to, but maybe. Or Scrap Heap. The other card I consider bringing in is Banefire. It's like it's worse than some bots to remove blockers, but it's a nice top end when you end up facing like this hardcore control deck that just counters all your spells and drops the fairies and all that. I don't think this is the deck that they are playing, but maybe they are like a tempo deck. You know, Nighthawk Scavenger tends to go into that. Wow, this hand is this is the definition of bad. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan this. Alrighty, this is better. We don't have a 1-drop. I think we just ship the Hazoret and go all in on the Wheel of Misfortune. Alrighty, so yeah, just bolt their face. It's a bit aggressive, but I think it's correct here. Okay, we can drop this Recruiter. I low-key want them to counter this Mox Ruby, so I'll cast it first. Okay. Alrighty. And since we have 4 mana here, I probably want a 4-drop. Okay, so I could bring like Figure of Destiny, but that's 5 mana to get into a 4/4 immediately. What else? The rest is kind of mad. Maybe Leila is better, but that dies to removal. So maybe just pick the Pian Kiran, make them have a counterspell. Righty, that's annoying. I really dislike that this upticks to kill something. That's so bad because now I can't kill it with a Chain Lightning. I'll just drop my Pian Kiran though. I think that's fine. They can kill a Thopter, but I can kill the Liliana if everything goes well. Yeah, that card is very rough for us. Not that I care too much of the Imperial Recruiter, but it's going to eventually take over the game if they can add more things to the board. Okay, what? They paid 4 life for that? Alright. And they played the Scavenger. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, so I can build this. We want to play the Manamorphose. I think I do, because I don't have anything else to play. And if I draw land, I can play Hazoret and the Chain Lightning. That's good. Red. Alright. Just kill that. I could win here, but I do have Hazoret and the Lavamancer in lesser extent. I'll just Wheel's Misfortune now. I'll pick like, I don't know, 10. I think 10 is fine. They're probably reading the card, maybe. I can go up to 12, because I don't think they can say 12, because I killed them with the Thopter. Yeah, that's fine. I'll say 12. Let's just go for the correct number here. They probably say 0, but... or like 6. They choose 7, yeah. That's what I figured. Alrighty. Okay, what do we do here? I think we drop the... no, figure dies, so I don't want to drop the figure. I just attack the Lily. This Liliana is so annoying. And... I don't think I want to drop the Saga just yet. I'll just hold on to this Burst Lightning. Maybe I just, you know, eat the berries and Burst Lightning the Liliana into Lightning Strike in my turn. Okay. So now the hand size is 5, I think. Sure. Just use my mana since I have a lot of cards. Now I can play this. Oh, I don't know what I clicked. Whatever. Alright. Just go like this. And I could play Lelia, but if they have a removal spell, we just die basically. Just make sure this resolves. Alright, now we can play this. Uptick there. Pass priority. And just wait until the end of turn to uptick my figure. Next turn we can deploy the Lelia, probably. Okay, they have more card draw. I don't know what's happening here. Maybe they're just blue-black controlled, you know. Bone Shards discarding days. Alright. Good to know that they have days. And Ludovic. Okay. Ludovic is a magic card, even though it doesn't look like it. I think we can attack with this, right? What happens? Oh, sure. Okay, so this is... yeah, when a card goes into exile, we put a counter. So this is going to be a 3/3 for sure. We can attack with this. It's going to be a 3/3. We can see what we hit. They're probably a reanimator deck. Now that I see it, like they have bone shards, Liliana, and all that. Alright. Post-combat Goblin Guide is worse, but it's okay. I think I just activate this, play a 3/3, a 4/4. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Alright, just play this. And this is already a 5/5, so sorry, a 5 counter, so they need to start answering this too. I don't have anything else to go fetch, I don't think. That's okay though. So these are going to be 3 and 4/4s. Alright. Ludovic, they can pay 6 mana. No, 5 mana. 5 mana to flip it into a 4/4. Doesn't look that great. Though it can transform into a nice house scavenger, so that's going to be 4/4 with a lot of abilities. They can only activate as a sorcery though. I'll activate this, I don't mind. Sure, thank you, Windows. Good to know. Alright. What do you have for me? Cryptic command. Sure. Wait. This is 5 mana, so this can be 4 damage. They block here, they take 5, so that's not enough. And also they have mana open. I just put another thing into play. I don't have anything to go fetch. And let's see. If I attack with all... No, I don't think I attack with the Goblin Guide. They can block and that's annoying. Though if they block it, they take 7 and I can kill them with Incinerary, so I'll just attack with all, I think. Oh. Yeah, just do that. Ooh, that's cool. We can steal a card draw spell or like bone shards maybe. And they reveal an island, alright, so they draw that island. Now if they block the Goblin Guide, they take 7 and I can try to kill them with Incinerate. Let's see. And then I can just play this for no value. I'll just Incinerate now, let's see if that resolves. They have a counterspell, that's fine. And I just deploy, okay. There we go. Let's go to the next match. Alright, a quick note here. This is very easy to do. Here you see this red button. You just click it for me if you can. I really need you to click this button. So if you do that, thank you. Alright, let's go to the next match. Alright, we're in the finals against the trash guy or something like that. We have a close hand. We do have Channeler into bolts to scry, but no instant bolts. I think this hand just has too much upside to pass up. I think this is a nasty start. It can backfire, but I think the upside is there, so... Okay, they mulligan to 6. And they go on the play. Alright. Just put a card on the bottom, they start with 6, they play a forest. Alright, this card... this hand goes really well against forests. Let's play this Channeler. This has so much text on it. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to bolt them. Answer to the graveyard. Can you just play like a mana dork? Thanks, please. I don't know what Bayou deck they could be playing here. I think that normally they pair you against decks that are in the same record than you. Oh wow, this sucks. Alright, let's just mold their face again. Put another good thing in the graveyard. Doesn't even get us delirium. Okay, at least they are on 13, so we do have a way to win it here. We also have Fire Blast, Incinerate, so we do have some amount of reach. Play Golos. Can I just please draw land here? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to draw land. Alright, let's see what they go fetch here. Hopefully nothing too crazy. No, just a fixing land, so next turn they can probably activate it. Have black, blue, green, white, red, so yep. Oh my god, come on. I think I play it and don't even attack. Yeah, we are in a rough shape here. Yeah, our deck is insane. Here, one land would have been so good. We could just like incinerate their face, activate this, attack them for 3, get them to 6, and next turn they are just dead to 5 Blast plus their channeler. So let's see what they flip with the Golos. Probably they do that, I would say. Yeah, it's Wake and Questing Beast. Okay, that's strong but beatable. Yeah, they just, wow, they had, yeah, this thing has vigilance, alright. Okay, I think I don't have an out now, just pass. And see what they have. They probably just activate again, and I want to see what they have basically. No, they're just paying a lot of mana. This is like an X spell probably. Okay, yeah, that's lethal. Alright, that's good to know. Alright, that was a beating, but we only needed like one land and we would have won, basically. I think, at least. Alright, so we want to be very aggressive against them. Tangle Wire looks good against them too. They don't seem to have many things. What else? Conscripts? Maybe? Yeah, it looks fine, I think. Glorybringer is probably a bit worse than Conscripts here. They seem to have like big creatures. Tangle Wire seems insane. And maybe Imperial Recruit is bad. Though I can go fetch Metamorph, which is really good too. Yeah, let's just remove this dude. I like it, but eh. Yeah, I think this is okay. Just try to draw better. That would be amazing. All right. Okay, let's be on the play this time. Alright, so now we have a playable hand, I think. We don't have a 1-drop, which is bad, but we do have the Tangle Wire, which can be really good if we can deploy pressure first. Like we can go Adversary into Lelia and then Tangle Wire. Okay, so they do play Dorks. Just bolt that. It's fixing and we don't want them to have that. Okay. And now we can go with Lelia, I think. We can also hit a land here, that would be great. No, that's not a land, okay. They can deploy a 5-drop here if they have a land and a 5 drops, but we kind of need to accept that fate. Alright, so I have Manamorpho, so I want to see if I need to sandbag it or not. I don't think so. Like, I already exiled my Monastery Swift Spear. Well, we have the Dragon Range Channel as the last thing, okay. Just hope that's all. Okay, so they seem to be more creature heavy than I thought. Oh wow. 5 color fellows, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah. Let's see, did they play a land? They did, they played the tropical island again. Alright, so let's just attack. They won't block, I don't think. That would be crazy. They could double block, but that's insane. Okay, they take the damages. Here I just play this for red. Okay, we can chain lightning this. And do this for, let's see, 13. That's a bit aggressive, but I think it's okay. You can take 13 damage. Probably should have said like 9. I don't think they would say 10, but this is a card I don't normally play, so you know, take it with a grain of salt. I could have played the Tangled Wire, but that doesn't really stop them because they can just use this for mana. Alright. They said 5, yeah. Okay. Alright, we do have Fire Blast if we need to. I don't think I want to deploy it, but maybe. They have 1, 2, 5 mana. No, 6 mana. They're still not close to Ulamog or anything like that. I don't want to 2 for 1 myself. Next turn I can use the Flinkton Yearling and try to grind them out. I think that's my play because I am not killing them that early, that soon, so I need to kind of do that. Okay, I can kill that with a Braid. They can tap the Circle of Dreams through it for 3. Okay, they go fetch red. They attack, interesting. Alright. We go to 5, which is not minor. So I can go a Braid and I have 3 mana left. Can play. I probably should have cybered this out. Seem to be a creature deck. So I think I just upgrade this attack. Or first attack, really. Yeah, I think I first attack. I don't think it champ block. I can't exile anything else. Remember that this triggers from other cards being exiled from your graveyard. Doesn't trigger with flashback, but with Delve and all that triggers. Like once each turn, of course, but still. Okay, so they are at 8. I don't have enough reach. Okay, so I have 5 mana. I can play Yearling, Fear of Destiny and a Braid, for example. Or Shrine of Burning Rage, Braid, no, or maybe Dragon's Rage standard first, of course, that makes a lot of sense. Play the Saga, destroy these artifacts, surveil. That's okay, I think, to draw next turn. Yep. Just kill that Dreams Druid. Alright, so now we have a flyer, a 6/6, and another dork. They don't have anything else to kill us. Okay, we need to bring all the balls we have. They have a lot of creatures. We didn't see that on the first turns. Alright. Okay, so we cut Daredevil, we bring in Lightning Strike. That's at least for sure. Glorybringer seems nice. Now that we've seen what they play. And History doesn't look that great, honestly. This doesn't fly through, doesn't remove a blocker. It's just resilient, and I don't think I want that. Imperial Recruiter is still very good because if they play like the Ulama, we can go fetch the Metamorph and try to copy it. Lelia looked awesome there. He drew like 3 cards and was a 5/5, so with haste, so incredible magic card. Wheel of Misfortunes is fine. Tangleware is also too. Yeah, I thought they were like more cultivate kind of ramp, not the creature ramp. Lastly, let's see. Banefire maybe. It's a 2-mana ping Rofellos. That's necessary evil in my book. We do have a good amount of non-creature spells, so maybe like Pyromancer instead of the Visionary. Sorry, the Adversary. No, I think the Adversary is better because the 1/1s aren't that great against them. I would love to have Inferno Titan, but I already have these 2 really good high drops, so I don't really need it. Yeah, let's go with this. I maybe just got a library. I don't think this is an attrition matchup. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't think, like, if you have it in your opening hand, it's going to be good. But in this matchup, it doesn't seem like it. I think I'm the aggressor by a lot. Right, this hand is not good. We have too many lands, even if we count this as a non-land. Alright, this is fine. At least we have a Grim Lavamancer, which is fine. And the Yearling can be amazing against them too. Just do this now. That's also very good with the Lavamancer, so we can enable it, maybe. Caryatid, it's annoying. I can't kill it with that. Alright. Just pass the turn. Yeah, Caryatid is awesome against us. Especially on the play. Questing Beast. Okay. Okay, we can kill it with the Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike plus Shock. Do I need to do that? I think I do. It's a 4/4. It's annoying for me to beat. Okay, this next turn is a 3/2. That's why I didn't want to wait, because this can't kill it next turn. If it was like a Flametongue Cowboy, I would have done that. Okay, they play a Signet and uptick the Garak. Okay. Oh, that's good. Alright, so we can Flington Yearling this attack for 1. It seems worthwhile. So next turn it's going to be at most a 4 and I kill it with the Glorybringer. Yeah. Let's go. Bolt that. Attack. Garruk. Alright. So let's just hope they don't have anything big here. They have so much mana. If it's something like I can steal, I'm going to be happy, but it is something I can't steal. It's going to be annoying. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, it kills all my things, but I can't attack with Glorybringer now. Ooh, I can steal it now and hit the Garruk. They hit me for 8. No, I think I prefer to Imperial Recruiter for the Metamorph. Doing that costs 3. Okay. Can't do it right now. I can do it later, so. I can steal this, attack the Garruk, kill it, attack them. It's a bit too defensive. Like with this, I kill the Garruk basically. I hit them for a bit. Then they attack me for 8. And if I don't draw a land, I'm just dead in the air. I need to jump block with Glorybringer. May I just do this bad, like annoying play of playing this, go fetch the Metamorph. Yeah, I think it's what I need to do and pass. So this turn I take 8 and next turn I can, wait, do I die with this? No, I don't. They hit me for 13. Sorry, 11. So I'm not dead just yet. I can copy this and hit whatever they play. The problem with this play is that it's telegraphed, they know what I'm going to do. Them playing a beast is weird. If they know I'm going to steal that. They probably just flip that, right? If they play a 2-2, I'm just going to kill it. Oh, I can hit Planeswalkers with this. Oh. Alright. So maybe I don't. Wait. I can copy this and kill like Garruk and Wolf. So I can kill like both beasts and have that to block here. If they have a removal spell, they just win, so I can't play around that. I could play like Conscripts, steal this, but that just leaves me dead. I could play this, kill a couple of things, and still leaves me dead. So I think I just have one play here. Just copy this. Have the trigger, and here I can probably kill one of the Garruks. You only have one card in hand, so I think I can just kill both of the wolves. Next turn they can play more wolves or kill my... I think I need to kill like this. So I can block here, jump here, and that's kind of a sure thing. And yeah, I leave them with mana, but they only have one card in hand, so I think I do this. Okay, 3 and 2. Okay. And of course I need them to not have removal here, because if they remove my Atark, I just die. They cannot take the Garrock and try to go for the ultimate, but I can kill that with the Glorybringer. Or wait, I can't. No, I can steal it with this and ultimate it. Okay, if they just do this, that's fine. I can do like so. Alright, so I can steal a beast. No, stealing a beast, that just kills the Garrock and I leave them with 6, so I need to cast Glorybringer here. I need to exert, I need to kill the Garrock too. Hit one of their beasts. Kill that Garrock. And now they can hit me for 3. Next turn I can play, hopefully, a blocker. I don't want to play my Ferocian because I'm so low. Alright, that's better though. Can play like Shrine and Bolt that. Or Shrine and Ferocian. The problem with Shrine and Ferocian is that removal spell just kills me, and I have a Ferocian in play even if I untap, I'm at 2, so just kill it now, I think. And I'll keep, just in case. Alright, we play another land and they just pass. Awesome. Now I can start doing things. Alright, just play the land. Attack. Do I want to play the Ferocidon? Or something else? I think I just play the Ferocidon here. It's problematic, but worst come to worst, I can just kill it with something. I do have bolts in my deck. I didn't want to die to a haste creature. Okay, they take 1 damage and they have an active Golos, so I need to do something about that. Sadly it's a 3/5, so that's annoying. Okay, Banefire. Let's see, if I attack with both without exerting, this is 3 damage for 4, so that's, I lead with 3 more mana. So this is 4, sorry, this is 2 damage, and this is 5 damage for 3. So that's 2 and 5, 7, plus 7, 14. So it's not enough. I could steal this, and that's 6 damage, which is less. I can also just kill that with the Banefire. I think I do that, because if they untap with the Golos, I just die immediately. Yeah. Alright, and this is 5. Let's see, can I attack with only 1, in case they have something with haste? I already killed the Western Beast. I know if they have something else with haste. Let's see. I attack with them with 4, they go to 11. I think I just need to attack with both because this is 6 plus 4, that's 10. So if they play a blocker, oh, I can use Zealous Conscripts. Yeah, I think I just attack with the Glorybringer. Looks like a bit conservative, but if they just play a blocker, I can just steal it and kill them. And if they don't, I can just attack them and kill them. Goo! We got there. That last game was really intense. Awesome. First draft, first trophy. That's a 100% win percentage. I'm way better than all of the other players in the world, basically. So yeah, let's open this chest and see what we open here. If we open something cool. Play points, and this is a magic card. Yeah, this is a magic card. You can cast it, and it's a spell when it's on the stack. That's really cool. Alright, yeah, whatever. We got some play points, I guess. Alright, let's go. That was really, really cool. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.